Okay, yo, welcome to Team RaddTitan. Now we have a fantastic, really great opportunity today. We have been blessed with, Ben Ung's time. He's going to take us around the tour of, some of the pieces. We're going to focus on the Spider-Man pieces for now. So I'm going to pass you on to the man himself, one of the creators of this fantastic company, XM Studios.
Let's go.
You ready?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
You sure? Okay, so take us through the Scorpion, man.
What do you feel about this Scorpion?
I love it. I'm going to buy this one, will come with me. But, with all the switch outs and things like this, what were the challenges of you making this?
Well, it's a B class or I would say C class characters, right? Not much people actually know about Scorpion unless you are Spider-Man fans. So when we create the characters like this, first thing that comes into our mind is not whether we can sell it or not. It's whether we can capture the essence of the characters, right? So when we do Scorpion, we make sure that, the costumes must be a little bit comical.
Yeah.
Right? Comical. And we always tell story using the base.
Yes.
As usual.
Yes.
Right. So when Singh was designing this, we were having an issue of how we're going to pose the Scorpion. So we tried quite a few different poses.
Yeah.
And before we come to this one, I think I'm quite happy with this, with the sting coming all around. It's very dynamic.
Huge.
Like he's waiting to actions.
Yeah. I need to ask you, put you on the spot. Which one do you prefer, the classic or modern look?
Both. I'm fine.
Oh, come on! Don't do that to me. Which one do you like the most?
I like the modern one.
Yes, there you are. Good. See, there you got to put that man on the spot. Okay, now take us round. So let's go around the side. Okay there, boss? You right there, boss? Okay, so Kingpin now. Again, you got to say about this, the detailing going on, especially with the chest ball. Who come up with this idea, this concept?
When we look at Kingpin characters, he's actually very simple, right?
Yeah.
A man, just a big fat man, right? I would say. He's not like a normal superhero with costumes, this and that.
Yeah.
So it's quite difficult for us to do a design for him, And when I was going through the comics, most of the time he's like a boss, a big boss, a mafia boss,
Like
thinking, what he's going to do next, this and that, So we were thinking, hey, maybe we should have him sitting down on the chest, playing with the chest, this and that.
Yeah, moving his heroes and villains around.
Yes, and then we try and we have the sculpt of all the characters. We say maybe we should make it into like a chess piece.
Right. A lot of people will say that that this piece lacks a little bit of textures on the suit. Why did you go for a more smooth look?
Texture suit. How would I say? When you look at the comics, do you see the textures?
No.
You draw on the comics?
Yeah.
No, right? So we want to keep him simple.
Yeah.
For this piece. Of course, we can do all the texture stuff, we can cast it easily. If we have done it for Magneto, even for Scorpion, there's so much texture.
Yes.
But for him, we were saying that we're doing remain simple. Make him simple.
Right out of the comic book, so it's like straight out off the page.
Yes, simple. And the details that goes on the chest, his pose, and the storytellings of what actually he's doing.
And then we have the black cat, which I have to say is a very sexy piece, man.
I
elegant.
I like her a lot,
I unboxed this and I was just like holding the body and I'm like,
yes. It's the angle of her, looking at the
yes,
really sexy.
And then she has to switch out, which is her sort of like
the diamonds. Yes. Actually, there's a diamond here. They forget to put on.
Oh yes, on the top. Yeah.
And I like the pose of her sitting on the on these statues. Initially, we were trying to use a more bronze look for the Panther, and we tried it out. It doesn't look so nice.
Yeah.
So
I like the changes personally. It's almost it's got an antiquity.
Yes, very antique look. Yeah. So we changed a little bit, and I find this color is quite good.
Yeah. It comes across really well and makes the gold pop especially.
Yeah.
Really nice, and I'm loving again talking about the textures where you go from smooth to textured pieces. Just captures the light really well.
Yes, I like her a lot. Very sexy.
Yeah, she's really sexy, man. Who sculpted this one?
Jason Smith.
Good luck. Good, done a cracking job. Let's go on to Lizard, yeah. Okay, so we've got the classic Lizard display at the moment. Now Alex actually owns this piece. It's one of his jewels that he has in his collection, and it wasn't even an intentional buy, but once you purchased it, you never look back. So, talk to me about Lizard.
Which head do you prefer, Alex?
I prefer modern.
Modern? You?
Modern, 100%. What about you?
I like the classic.
You like the classic
I
look?
like the classic look.
I always feel that the modern looks a little bit more seamless as it joins the body because the scales are a little bit smaller. But a lot of people do like this classic look.
There was a debate of this. Why is he wearing this doctor suit? Right.
Yeah.
So when we were designing him, we were saying that what is the iconic pose? I mean, what do we see in Lizard?
Yeah.
You know, he's a doctor.
Yeah.
Taking this off, he's no longer a lizard that we know of.
Yeah, he's just a reptile.
Yeah, correct. I quite like this the doctor suit.
It's very heavy.
Yeah, it's
Very
heavy, it's nice,
very
and
big piece, man.
it's quite intimidating, right?
Yeah, it stands out in the collection. Okay, let's move on. Let's go over to the Sinister Six and your new upgrades there. I actually own this piece. Talk to me about Mysterio. Tell me what you love about this piece.
Actually, when we were designing this, we faces a lot of issues of the base.
Yeah.
It's a little bit translucent material that we use. Actually, it's very soft.
Yes.
So when you put on such heavy statues, the material will start to lean.
Yeah.
You know, or you will actually sink.
Yes.
You know, actually we try a few different materials before we find the actual mix.
Yeah.
Of having a sturdy and nice outlook of this crowd.
Yeah, because I mean this piece total is around 16 kilos.
Yeah.
Moving this, you can have a hernia. It's that heavy.
Yeah. And I like the pose of this. You know, I think Mysterio is more on the tag that he used, the smoke, the illusion.
Yes, that's right.
You
Yeah.
know? And yeah, when we designed, we were thinking how can we show all this.
Yeah.
I think the smoke of this coloring up is good. Fantastic.
I love it. It's one of my favourite pieces. So we'll move on to Electro. I've just got this piece in personally in my collection myself, and I have to say, when I saw the pictures and everything else, I thought classic look. I'm going to put this in the box. I'm never going to see this head again. And then I got it out, and I think this is probably one of the best portraits XM have done.
Personally, I like everything, and actually to all the collectors out there, you can, if you take your time to slowly wire it, you know, as to what you like,
Yes.
spend hours on it.
Yeah,
It'll look
I
fantastic.
have, but
He did this one.
I did this one for you. I did this one when I set it up, but we wanted to show you the variation, so you can have a couple of neat ones, and you can also have it messy as well.
Yes, you can have it very
He can be
messy,
covered in white all around his
the
body,
place.
yeah.
Yes, exactly. Look fantastic. So there's never one look for this.
Yeah.
Depending on how you want him to be. Right?
Yeah.
It can be neat. It can be messy. It's good.
Yeah, it's a beautiful piece.
Beautiful piece.
And you were going to have like a thing on the
Magic
top,
cube.
yeah, we were talking about.
Afraid that it might break during the transport, the glass, the electric stuff, and then the security wise, the safety wise for children, you need to play with it.
Yeah, and there's a gas inside it, isn't it?
Yes,
there's a gas
there's a gas
inside that
inside.
if it was to crack
Yes,
or break.
Yes, this is what we try to minimize the safety of statues for
Yeah.
collectors.
Yeah.
So we decided, why don't we just take it out?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was, to be honest with you, when I heard the reasons, I completely agree. Let's move on to the Sandman. How are we doing for time now? This is actually the first time I've seen this in person on this show, and I can't believe the size of it.
A lot of people don't. I think this is not a piece that normal collectors will buy unless you really like Sandman.
Yeah.
Because it's big, it's huge.
Yeah.
And he's not like a classic characters. He's just class B, even class C characters.
Yeah.
Right. But I don't think you can find a better Sandman out in the market.
Yeah. Oh no, and to be honest with you, I think it's one of those pieces, like you say, that if you do it really well, no one will want to touch it. No one will want to try and take it on. A C-list character done, or B-list character done exceptionally well is a terrifying challenge to take on. And the switch outs on this is got like a big, boulder hand
Yes,
with the
boulder
spikes,
hand
and then
and
the huge reaching sand hand. It's crazy, man. And you got did you prototype it with it has a different head?
They have two heads.
Yeah, the sand head as well. Yeah.
Sand head. When we designed this, we were debating, are we going to do a characters that cannot sell?
Yeah.
So to us is that we're going to do a characters that is not in the market before.
Yeah.
Right? We don't
That collectors need.
Yes, the collectors need. It's not so much on whether you can sell the piece on.
I agree, 100%. Okay, we're here with Kraven. So again, this come with a few obstacles as well, yeah?
Yeah.
What went on with the design? What was your ideas? What was your thinking?
Initially, we actually having Kraven holding on a rifle.
Yeah.
But at that time, I think there was an incident in the US where a doctor used his rifle.
Dentist killed the
right?
lion. Yeah.
Killed a lion with the rifle.
A famous lion or
Yes,
something.
yes.
Yeah.
So it's quite sensitive. So we decided to switch off the design.
Yeah.
With just a normal spears and
a knife.
Yeah.
It's actually massive as well. The lion is huge.
I don't think any company will do another Kraven.
Yeah.
There isn't a one full Kraven in the market for like 20 years.
20. There is. I don't think one exists other than this one.
Well, Kraven?
No.
Not quarter scale.
Not quarter scale. This is the only one.
I think Diamond selected a 6 scale. That was, and then Bowen probably.
Okay, let's move on. We're here with a Vulture. Now, this piece, I've never seen anything like this. For me, I have to tell you this in person. I think this was probably up to so far of what I've seen in person. I think this is probably the best executed piece of 2017 so far from anyone in hand that we've got. I couldn't find anything wrong with it, and there's literally no flaw. The only problem is how big it is.
Exactly, how big it is. When we're doing design for Vulture, we're saying that if you do a Vulture standing, it's not a Vulture. If you do a Vulture flying, how are you going to execute it?
Yeah.
Making him fly.
Yes.
Right? So the wingspan is going to be big.
Yes.
So first thing is that we agree that we don't care about the wingspan. Right?
Yes.
We just and the second thing that it must fly.
Yeah.
Right, like a flying post. So when we're designing, we make sure we usually put up all the elements that we want to achieve into the design.
Yes.
And for him, we think about how the collectors can display it. This one you have 3 ways of displaying on the low ground.
Yeah.
All the way up on the high ground facing here.
Yeah.
And you can turn it to the other side.
And also the gaps, the holes that are left behind, you actually have plugs for with bricks.
Plugs, yes,
yeah.
With bricks, and you can hide off all the packs.
Very nice touch, man. Really nice job. Okay, let's get on to the big one. Okay, so moving on to Dr. Octopus. This is the first time we're seeing this piece. Now, he's a leader of the Sinister Six, and you had an original concept that you used where he was on, the two arms.
Two arms that is suspended on the air using these 2 arms to float, right? Yeah.
Why the change?
Like you said, he is the leader of the Sinister Six, right?
Yeah.
So after coming out all the rest of the characters, we feel that he's not giving enough love. He's the leader.
Yes.
You must show the leadership, the strong, the pose, everything. So we put everything back into the drawing board, redesign everything again. And this is the new one that you are seeing. And I personally like it a lot.
Yes. I'm going to buy it. There's no doubt about it. But, I mean, the work that's gone into this. Now, I think you did a cracking job with this. Who sculpted this?
I think it's Victor Hugo Sosa.
Cracking job. All right, now this actually comes with another portrait, right?
Yeah, we have another portrait.
What is the portrait? The classic look?
It's somewhere inside the stores.
It's the classic, yeah?
It's a classic look.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when are we going to start, what the whole thing with the size and thing, the concept itself, your design, why? I think there was like a bank, was there a bank sign on the prototype maybe, or the early stages, like here?
I think we always see Dr. Ock robbing banks. No, just joking. I think what we want to use is that to make use of his all his what do you call that?
His
arms, to show off his power.
Yeah.
He's able to climb. He's able to suspend his and there.
Using those arms.
Use those arms, and when we design, maybe we say perhaps we can do him running away or suspended on the building.
Yes.
We try a few possibilities, and this works a lot.
This is new.
Look at that.
It's
the coins coming down.
We said before.
We said though that he should have gone for some notes.
Why is he taking all the change? Why didn't he take some proper notes?
How do you know it's not in the car?
Oh, he's good. He has answered for everything, doesn't he? But then again, it is mostly in the film and the other stuff. It is mostly points, isn't it? That they do. I love it, man. It's really good. Let's
just watch your back.
Yeah, it is. I think so. That's hot. I want to see if you see it. Looking at the Spider-Man that completed the Sinister Six, yeah?
Yes.
Now this has unbelievable amount of switch outs and display options.
When we talk about Spider-Man, right? Yeah. There are tons and tons of Spider-Man statue out there.
Yes.
So how can we make a Spider-Man statue that is different?
Yes.
So when we created this, we were saying that perhaps we can have different elements of the Sinister Six on it.
Yeah.
Not together,
yes,
but we are able to switch out. There comes where the design of the base. Now you can see that these scorpion tails.
Yes.
You can actually switch out to our Dr. Ock, the grabbing arms.
Yeah.
You can switch out to Venom.
Yeah.
Coming up, trying to catch him, and you can switch out to Sandman.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we have an element of the Green Goblins on top. You know, and almost cover all the Sinister Six. You know, the characters.
Yeah, and I mean it's also genius because it's you can have it as a standalone.
Yes.
Or more importantly, if you have Dr. Octopus, you can add Sandman's part. If you had, you know, Electro, or you know, you have any,
you can
any
put others.
You can put Venom on there. If you didn't have a Venom, you can put it onto the actual Spider-Man itself.
Exactly.
So it's much more adaptable. And this concept, this swinging, what made you come up with that? Where'd that come from?
It's difficult to do Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Right. He's always swinging here, jumping here and there. You know, he's stuck on the walls. But most of that, everyone has seen it before. Yeah. Right? Except for this of him swinging up.
Yes.
So it's difficult for us to pull it off because it's hard for productions.
Yes.
You know, to secure him on the base, everything. And I think the designer and the 3D artists do it quite good. Thanks to Mufisa.
Yeah, Mufisa mocked it.
Yeah,
thanks
to Mufisa. And
you're throwing in the names now, eh? Yeah. Name dropping for me, Ben. It's good.
Yeah, Mufisa do a good job with it.
I think it's really great, man. It's really, really nice piece. Okay, so we're looking at the Carnage. What do you think?
What do you think?
What do I think? It's funny, you should ask me because when I saw the pictures and things, I thought the red was a little bit too light and it looked a little bit sticky, like he'd been thrown, like a candy apple, like dipped in candy, a candy apple. But after seeing it in person, I don't know if have you changed the colours, have you darkened it a little bit?
Yes, we make it a little bit more contrast.
Yes.
You know, between the different red and then of course the black. A little bit contrast.
Yeah. And when you're talking about this comes actually with 3 portraits, yes?
Yes.
So it comes with what made you do the tongue one? Because a lot of people talking about the tongue sticking out. Like I've seen some art with him having that, but what made you push for that?
I still feel, even though Carnage is Carnage, right?
Yeah.
It still look better with a tongue.
Yeah.
Every human have tongue, right?
Yeah.
Yes, in the comics, yes, there is no tongue, but some of the artists draw it with a tongue.
Yes.
We already have one without tongue.
Yeah.
Right. So there's nothing wrong to have one with tongue.
Yeah, exactly.
There's been there's been complaints about the art print having the tongue. People have said they don't want the tongue on the art print.
Art print, yeah. We can change that easily. It's just whether we want or not. But it's the artist.
I want that.
But it's the artist's interpretation of, we have to respect the artist.
Yes, of course,
right?
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that if some of our collectors don't like it, you have to change it. But there are some that like it a lot.
Yeah.
So
good point.
If we change it so that
you
those
upset
that
the others.
Yeah.
You can't win all the time.
Yes, you can't win all the time.
Take away with one, give to the other. That's how it goes. Now I actually, I'm really liking the pose on this. It's a super dynamic piece, and I'm loving this. This was your idea with this, that with the Eddie Brock head the same, is to do something similar?
Yes. Have some crazy look of him.
Because he's crazy.
Yeah.
He's Kalitas Cassie's crazy.
Yeah, I was reading comments from collectors. Oh, he's ugly, this and that. I said, well,
he's an ugly guy.
You look at it yourself and you receive it in hands.
Yeah.
Right. No point debating it.
Oh, I agree. 100%. I very much agree.
Because every collector that's seen it in person, when I ask them, they like it a lot.
Yeah. And it comes with a lot of switch outs here. This is lots of pieces.
Yes, a few switch out hands. And we switched it out yesterday.
The blades.
Yes, the blades and all this, we call it symbioid. Tendrils.
Tendrils, yeah.
This is difficult to produce.
Yeah. looks
difficult
it.
to produce.
It looks it.
In order to create all this,
Yeah.
the metal mold costs around 10 to 12,000 US dollars.
10 to 12,000 US dollars. The molds, the metal.
Just the mold.
Jesus Christ. It's expensive. Okay. So we saw some highlights of this thing last year. So this is very different. I think it's really different for you, different sort of style. I think it's one of a few pieces here. If I saw it in any other place, I wouldn't believe you made this.
Yes, when we come out, Mary Jane,
Yeah.
our thinking is that if you just do her alone, well, any collector should buy it. Yes, if you do a sexy lady, you call it Mary Jane, people will just buy it.
Yeah.
I know. So what we were saying, Mary Jane is always very close with Spider-Man.
Yes.
So are we able to do her together with him? You know. So we come up with this design that maybe we can do him swinging off a building.
Yeah.
But if you're going to do that, the building is going to look very, very big.
Yes.
So we have a perspective view of it,
Yes.
of a building behind it,
Yes.
you know, and then the perspective view of the building like shrinking down.
Yeah.
So from certain angle, when you look at it, it's like he's shrinking up
Yeah.
towards you.
Do you think this is a piece that needs to be displayed low down? Because I always think this looks so much better the lower it is.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Usually above eye level, I would
And
say.
this is really heavy.
It's heavy.
You asked someone else yesterday to move this for something else, to switch them around,
Yeah.
and Alex could barely lift that, you big girl.
And we
No, I
have
had to adjust myself.
and we have quite a low ES for this.
Yeah, what's the run?
388.
388 pieces. Wow, yeah, it's low.
Very low.
Okay, let's move on to the Gwen.
This one, we have quite a few issues when we design this.
Yeah.
I think there's one posters under Mondo,
Yes.
right? That is quite close with this.
Yeah.
So when we designed it, we were approached by Mondo. Hey, please don't use my design.
Yeah. So you had to change some stuff.
You have to change some stuff, you know, and say, yeah, why not?
No, I think you killed this. I think this is really, I think it's really exceptional, and I think it doesn't. I think pictures and even video doesn't do it as good a justice as it is. It is an absolutely stunning piece. 3 head portraits and completely different looks. One where she's grabbing the hood.
Yep.
You know, one where she's listening to the music, and then the other one, the other head. What's the other head? The other head.
Smiling.
The smiling one. Yeah.
A smiling one.
I mean, the concept of this. What was you thinking? What was your ideas?
This piece it look a little bit funny on photograph.
Yeah.
You know, it seems like maybe because of the black suit, it
Yeah.
make her look very small.
Yeah.
Right, but in person you can see the size of it. If I have a girlfriend or wife like her,
You're happy, man. We'd all be very, very happy.
very, very happy.
I mean, he smashed this, man, and I'm really liking the pose, especially where she's sort of on there. You could definitely put this with a lot of classic pieces from other lines. It's very interchangeable, and this Oscorp thing and getting in the base there, I think it's really, really nice, man. What was the idea with the phone and the wire there?
In the comics we see she always like to listen to music. She's like a very relaxing style, very you know, a teen girl,
Yes.
like music, you know. So you say, yeah, why don't we do that? Right?
Yeah.
We can do that.
Yeah. Well, you did do that. It looks great. Okay, let's move on to Venom. Okay, so going over the Venom now, me and Alex both have this piece, and we've made it quite clear to numerous that this is, for us, the definitive Venom that's been needed for a very long time. Tell me.
There's quite a lot of artists that draw Venom, right? Some style is very huge,
Yes.
right? Some is very mean.
Yeah.
We follow more to the more anatomical, you know, a big size, you know, with a very good muscular.
Yeah, muscularity. Yeah.
Yes, Venom that this is the direction we're going to do it. You know, it's more to the comic style of Venom.
Yeah.
Not so much of a different age, but dark region or.
Yeah, of course.
And when we're designing this, we're feeling that there's a few Venom in the market that's quite nice,
Yes.
but they are not showing the size or strength of Venom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
And you went with 3 heads on this piece. You'd put a little nod to McFarlane in there, McFarlane head,
Yes.
which is very popular. I think Alex displays his with that.
And the McFarlane head, talking about that, we actually redo the whole batch of heads.
Yes.
Just because the jawline is like 1 mm, 1 mm different from
1 millimeter difference.
Yeah, from
Which
the
is interesting, 'cause
prototypes.
we actually talked about this on our chat, and we were saying that if it would probably been any other company, they would have gone out. And that would have just been hard luck. That's a very, when you're talking about prototype versus production, if that's the only thing, I don't think there's many companies that would have called it stop the batches and fixed all of those heads on 999 pieces.
We are collectors ourselves, right? So we feel that if we can make the collectors happy by changing that 1 millimeter, why not?
Yeah, I can't really argue with that because I'm a collector. What the fuck am I meant to say with that?
Every millimetre counts.
Every millimetre counts. All right, look, we're going to say a massive thank you to Ben Ung